Julianne Mars started her teaching career in 1986 and spent most of her years at Newport News Public Schools. She says she loved it and went on to become an assistant principal for nearly a decade. But that's when things drastically changed.
I was kicked, spit on, hit, hair pulled, bruises on me when I would come home.
Julianne says she was attacked by students as young as 6 years old, claiming the abuse went on daily for several years. And she says it became so unbearable she retired in 2019, much sooner than she planned. And Julianne isn't alone. Several teachers I spoke with across Hampton Roads tell me they've also dealt with disturbing student behavior. Now, they didn't want to do an on-camera interview with me out of fear of retaliation from administration. But I did speak with another woman who left teaching after 4.5 years. She says she was afraid to go into work every day, and one scary incident was the final straw.
There was a kid who brought a knife for me. That's just how they act. Like they didn't like something you did or they didn't like the class.
The former middle school math teacher, who asked me not to use her name, says violence in the classrooms happened so often it was almost normal.
You can't even think about teaching and the curriculum because you're worried about just keeping the behavior under control.
As for Julianne, she now works at the college level at CNU. She believes the out-of-control behavior is having an impact on students going into the profession.
I've got students in the MAT program, the Masters of Arts of Teaching, and they're seeing this happen and they're questioning their career choice and their major.
Data from the Virginia Department of Education shows at the beginning of the 2021 school year, there were more than 570 teacher vacancies throughout Hampton Roads. A year later, that number jumped to nearly 1,000, with Norfolk City Public Schools seeing the biggest shortage of 319 teachers. And the teacher shortage crisis is worse in Hampton Roads compared to the rest of the state, with a vacancy rate of nearly 7% compared to 4% statewide.
We need to teach kids how do you deal with your emotions because they're not getting that at home.
Antoinette Delbel, News 3.